welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa and this is She Persisted Budgeting and Saving. Today we're going to be doing my debt confession update number 4. But before we get there, and full disclosure, I have filmed part of this already. I filmed the opening of my Happy Mail and then had to scrap the video. And I'll share with you why I scrapped the video. But first, I wanted to just show you the Happy Mail. I got my November membership mail from Steph's on a Budget. I mean, come on, guys. Look how cute that little guy is. And this is stunning to me. This is like so elegant, these Christmas trees. So this will go in my Christmas binder, as well as these. This is my member mail, and this is my first member mail from Bookish Mama Budgets. I joined her membership on coffee. So, and I love the fact that these are little amounts so I can get them done fairly quickly. And then I got a special treat from Madi at Budgets and Chaos. She sent me some potion dye that she had sent to Danny, and her and Jack are playing that for their Salem night. If you haven't seen that, you guys need to catch one of their lives. It's so much fun. So yeah, so I'm going to use this for my Salem savings for next year. And then I got so if you're part of the Village, Donna, Powered by Creativity, has a Village Elfster exchange. And I got my Elfster gifts in the mail, but I don't know who they're from because they did not give me, there wasn't a card with it. And I had a little scrap piece of paper because I tried one of the markers. So I'm just going to throw one of these, but these are amazing. They're shuttle art. They're dual tip markers. So I journal, and in my journal I have spots where I just need a dot. So like, how flippin' cute is that? And then they write. And even the dot side can write. I mean, it's a thick write, but it can write. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. So yeah, I will definitely be using these next year. And then I was gifted a coloring book. It's called Bookish, a coloring book for book lovers. So I just like, between the pages of a book is a lovely place to be. Yes, it is. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy books, and that's kind of the same thing. Yes. And then I got a second box, and it was for this. So I can put because you guys know my markers they're down to the right of me on a cart. But look at this. So I want to redo my desktop for next year, and this is going to be part of that makeover, because my desk was set up not for filming. It was set up for working from home, because that's what I've been doing. All right, so let me fix my chair and let me bring you guys in a little, and we're gonna refresh our memories because I probably need this just as much as you guys do. So at the end of September, we were at $17,075 left going into October, and then the furlough happened. So at the end of October, I shared with you guys that I had to add to my debt, and I'm at $17,115.57. So I also shared that I had 2 big payments coming out or happening in car insurance, and that they would be going to my Amex card. my son's wisdom teeth operation was happening, and that's going to have to go on a credit card. And then I talked about having to possibly take money, a balance transfer off of my Discover if the furlough was not lifted. All right. So now we're going to talk the end of November, and I'm going to use Steph's challenge as a surprise element. But you may see, wait, Lisa, there's different colors in there now. What is that about? And I'm going to be honest, the reason I reshot this was how it printed out, like super tiny. And I just didn't want to make you guys, I didn't want to make you dizzy. So I did, in fact, this is my son's wisdom teeth right there. And it is $2,674. That is how much we had to take out, and I'll explain what my portion of that is. And then this is a new one, $5,000 to my credit union. And what I did, so before we left to go on the cruise, they had a 0% 12-month loan, personal loan, basically a furlough loan for any federal employee that had been affected by the shutdown. So not knowing that when I got back, we would be back to work, I went ahead and took out the loan, and it has sat. I took it out, I want to say the 1st or 2nd of November, and it has sat it sat the whole month of November in my savings account. So now I'm going to pull you over. Well, I'm just going to share. So for November, in my Navy Federal, you'll see I paid $7,733. Well, guess where the majority of that came from? It came from this. So what I decided to do for Navy Federal, so some of that, the rest of that was either my prosperity binder or back pay. So when I got my back pay, I paid what my normal payments would have been. And I shared that with you guys last time, that I was planning to make the payment. I was planning to make these 2 payments. And I did. I went ahead and made the $2,200 payment. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm where you guys can see it all. So why I kept this money and did not just pay it back so that I could take that off and you guys would never know it was there and I wouldn't owe another $5,000 is, remember this sheet that I used to get my my November expenses? And I have this $4,000 CD coming in January. So what I decided to do, because we had talked earlier that I was going to have to do a 0% balance transfer for the beginning of the year, before March, because there was no way I was going to be able to pay the $10,000 off before March. And that would have incurred a $300, $400 transfer fee. Well, this is 0% and I didn't have to pay any kind of a fee. So I decided to let this be my balance transfer to pay off this. So it's kind of doing like a 3-way swap, basically. So in January, my credit union it'll be for $4,500, because in December I will make a $500 payment on that. Then I will have my $4,000 CD come out, so I will owe $500, and then my January payment will be $500. So then this will be, right? That's my payment. So this will be 0. So in January, this will disappear off of my debt confession tracker. All right, so now let's talk about the blue, the wisdom teeth care credit. So that is the figure, the 2874, but you'll see another figure over here, the 1337. This is mine. This is my amount because my son's father and I are splitting it. We split all big medical bills. So I will be tackling this, and I have 6 months to pay it. So you'll see that for the next 6 months or so. And then for PayPal, when I got because remember we had talked last time that this is going to be my number one, that my credit card was going to be my number one priority. But when we got paid, I went ahead and made a $500 payment to PayPal. Because I went, you can see, well, these two are brand new, but I also made a $900 payment to American Express. Like I tried to catch back up what I hadn't been able to pay. So that leaves me with a $400 balance as of November 30. But you guys saw when I did my month end, I have a $293 going to debt. Well, I took this, and instead of it going to Navy Federal, it went here. So in December, you'll see this be 293. Well, you'll see it be higher, but right now it's 293 because I already sent the payment in. So I only owe $107 to this card, and this one will be off, right? So by December, this will be gone. This one will not. This one will not. So that's the only one that will be gone by December. But by January, this one will be down to $2,000. This one, I'm leaving this to the end. And this one, I'm going to try and maybe pay half of that. So about a $500 payment here. And then I have a $500 payment here. So if I pay $107, I know it's going to be a little more than my $1,500, but I think for December, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to figure out a way to pay as much of this off as I can. Because, originally my goal was to have all of this gone. All of this long sheet, right? This has all been my goal for the year. And I've gotten all the way to here, right? I've paid all of these off this year. So I only had 3. Then I had to add 2. This one will be gone in January. This one will be gone in January. This will be gone in December. So I will be down to 2. And my goal is to, by February, this one will be gone. So then all I have left for for the year of 2026 is American Express. So I showed you guys in my big rocks that I'm only giving myself 6 months to be completely debt-free, except for my mortgage, of course. And that's why I sat and did a lot of calculating, a lot of figuring, what do I do? How can I do this? And this is the plan I've come up with. So you guys will see a revised, and it'll be different. I'm going to use Steph, Budget with Mama Bear. She has her debt trackers for the year, and I don't have my big binder with me, but I'm going to use that. I am going to create my own debt payoff plan. So you'll see that in my end of year kind of recap, where we're going, what my final goals will be for 2026. So yeah, I hope this makes sense. I hope you guys understand kind of why I did what I did and why I'm moving money around. And why I'm trying to get rid of one payment, right? Because really this payment has now just taken the place of this. So I don't want 2. I don't want to have to spread the money further. So I'm going to try and get rid of, well, I'm not going to try. I am going to get rid of this. So there, that is my end of November update. So my total remaining debt is now $16,838.22. And if I take off, what was that? I don't know what I took off. It was $15,501.02. I think that's the wisdom teeth. If I take that off, then that's how much I have. So anyway, right now I have $16,800 in debt. Minus the $293 that's already been sent over to PayPal. So you guys will see in January we'll have a big reduction here. But so I'm setting up my spreadsheet for next year, and I'm not, you won't see any of this. It's going to stop right here. There's only five debts, and I'm hoping that after January there's 3 debts. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm glad after all that I've been through this past year with my grandson being injured, with his stroke, the furlough, all of that kind of stuff, that we're ending not quite where I want to be, but we're ending with a good plan to get to where I want to be. So while that might be disappointing for some, I'm going to give myself grace and understand that there were things that were out of my control, that now I have a plan to tackle them. So January and February of next year will be great as far as debt goes for me. And hopefully from then on, I just have this one to focus on, and I'll be done by June. We will throw a party if that happens. I'm going to get rid of the word if. We will be throwing a party when that happens. All right, guys, you guys take care. I so appreciate all the support. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button and the like button. That really helps push my content out to other people. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm on a journey to 1K, and I am so close. I am like 8 people away from hitting 900, and I have my 900 subscriber freebie waiting right there. And my 900, did I say 800? My 900 freebie is right here, and then my 900 puzzle piece. So yeah, we need to get going. So I so appreciate you. Remember to be kind to one another. There's a lot of people going through things, especially during the holiday season. You know, we all have things, and the holiday season just kind of exasperates those for a lot of people. So put on your Christmas spirit and look out for one another. All right, guys, take care. Bye.